förhoppningsvis ställa frågor, så det går gärna att göra på svenska. Men jag vill göra det för att vi har ett antal medlemmar som har engelsk representation och därför vill vi prata på engelska. This is a Swedish fluid industry investing in artificial intelligence that we've been working with the last 6 months. And this is phase 2, or is a project initiative concerning AI and digitalization. And the objective here is to implement initiatives that meet the needs of the fluid industry. That is development and introduction of competence enhancing initiatives like webinarium courses in AI and digitalization aimed at mixed SMEs. We have implemented that in our homepage. Development and introduction of initiatives in competence, supply and recruitment. And we have established what we call Fluid Motion Academy with partners such as universities, institutes or other actors. Collaboration on master thesis projects, recruitment and other collaborative projects, SME, university, institute and actors. Development and introduction of initiatives within external financing of product and innovation projects. Concrete support of efforts regarding current protocols for national and EU funding. And finally, development of forward-looking national AI testbed with great business potential and relevance. And if we look into a testbed for a fluids industry, the ultimate objective is to strengthen the competitiveness of the industry by establishing strongly forward-looking R&D projects that are industry-wide, highly relevant R&D projects that are strongly linked to the global AI and digitalization trend, potent R&D projects that address a large customer need and new business opportunities, R&D projects with significant economic scales in both existing and new products and services. And the process we have had so up to now is that we have made an investigation of the needs of the fluid industry, and that was finalized in January 2021 and presented in a seminar in middle of February. And we have established university partners like KTH, Linköping, Örebro and Luleå. We have development of one technical challenge is suitable for AI. This challenge that meets the customer needs, and that has been a very big part of the work we have done so up to now. We have talked to the process industry, mining, this mobile, and we believe that we have found a good project that can be used. Also having a development of common principle for AI projects. For example, right, the data, access to data, right to results, principle of intellectual property, roles and responsibilities. And after all discussions, we have found a new national innovative testbed with AI, and that is we call indication and prediction of oil leakage. And that has been crystallized in the discussions with all the people in the companies. It deals with the indication of prediction of oil leakage in fluid systems in industry, mining and mobile applications. There is a great customer need and a great business potential regarding to all the discussions. Status today is roughly hose, brake valve, and articles from Liu and Purdue regarding internal leakage in valves. And the historic millstone with leakage, that is a problem we have regarding to other areas. Hydraulics are leaking and are dirty. That is the main question here. No one has done this before for an entire system, and we believe it is difficult to model slow process for leakage, for various components and lack of data for modeling. We believe that AI can tackle this problem, and the suggestion for the project we believe in is that it's a generic and a great interest for all SFMAs members. And if it look into a system, normally you have an engine in one kind of form. You have a hydraulic tank with temperature sensors, oil levels, filter sensors, oil sensors. You have a pump with a lot of sensors, pressure sensors in the valve. In valve, we have a cylinders, shear, and hoses. This is what we believe we can, and that this is principle of a system that is what we can believe is on the forestry machines, construction machines, trucks, backhoe loaders, mining drill. But here you can have the electric engine instead, and also for hydraulic pressures. So you can see that this is in principle the same situation for in all these areas. So what we suggest, what hypothesis, sorry, artificial intelligence is used to compare the operating parameters of the hydraulic system during operation with expected values during normal leakage-free operation or simulated operation. And by analyzing all this data and combine them, then we can hopefully make new conclusion about components, systems, and state of the complete systems. And we believe that the concept will be able to indicate and predict an oil leak, its cause, and which component or components contribute to the leakage. And what we propose here is a design of leak project, and for that we believe that we have a pilot study. And what we have seen up to now, in principle we have 3 type of areas: mobile, process, mining. That can all include make major projects after the pilot study. And what we think with the pilot study, the goal is to be able to identify leakage. And the simplified study, and we cannot build a complete system. We have to start with a simple system. And the proposal here is 1 cylinder with sensors, 1 valve with sensors, possibility to generate leakage, build a system at the university, and create a simulation model. And issues here is, when is it a leakage? Every system has a leakage. You need to have a leakage. And what is the leakage? And how many sensors are needed to identify a leakage? The pilot study that we propose is an agreement in IP between the partners, right to results. This is some questions we have to solve. Start the simulation at the university with a test bench, and also make a project plan for major projects or project application for projects. Fund in the autumn 2022, or probably project start a major progress in January 2023. Financing a pilot study. Up to, as we can see now, we have 2 or 3 pilot studies. Maybe it could end up with 1 pilot study. And the application takes place in August, September this year, September 2021. Earliest project start was in 1st of January 2022. And 50% gross margin, own effort consisting of time and materials. On our suggestion is the project participant. You have OEM, pump manufacturer, valve manufacturer, cylinder manufacturer, hose manufacturer, and university. We believe that this could be interesting for all of us. And those who have an interest in participating must commit and be prepared to be able to put resources into the project. You cannot just be a member to just look what's happening. You need to be active in the project. And I try to make this short, and I would like to make you could comment this. Do you think we have thought right and that is a good proposal? And I appreciate your comments on this project. Please. Can we start with someone? Then I pick one. Björn Ramstedt, can you please say something, what you believe?
Thank you.
You were the first name.
BA is always first. Okay, no, kidding. It is for me still this artificial intelligence. I'm starting to understand some of the things that we might be able to do, and I think this is a very exciting first kind of pilot project. See that using all this intelligence we get from all the sensors, everything that we know about the system, can we use that information to make other conclusions that no one has done before? So I think it's, from my side, I think it's very exciting and interesting to see where this can lead us. Still, it's a little bit like magic for me, but that's why you are here to learn. Yeah.
I think. Okay, Jan, let's say I pick up and Erik Sten. Vad säger du?
I currently have nothing to add to this presentation. We have to discuss this internally before. But of course, it is interesting to see what AI in the future can hold for us as well. But as a valve manufacturer, we have to identify more specific where we can apply this technology, I think.
Mm. Ska vi se. Erik Aldén. Kari, du kan släcka din
yes.
kamera.
No, I don't know if I have much to add either at the moment. I think, yes, it's definitely an interesting topic and a big opportunity to the future. And we have to start somewhere. So then still, I think we shouldn't neglect, I think all this, and independent how you do it, you need to have a lot of knowledge about the components and the system, etc. to get an understanding of the data. Usually the main challenge to interpret and analyze measured data, sensors, etc. But this could be a way to help us on that path.
Yeah. Fredrik Bremberg, nu får du säga något.
All right. Yeah. No, I think I agree to most of the previous speaker here. AI is a little new to us. We have some people looking into that in the Volvo group, but as a hydraulic manager, we don't haven't worked with it so much. So it we are interesting to see what how can we use it and what limitations and what possibilities does it have. So this sounds like a good pilot project to start learning.
We try to minimize this as much as possible. So Björn Thornberg, har du några synpunkter?
Yeah, we're in the sealing business, and of course, everybody likes to have a little sensor in the seal, but that's not possible to have a little sensor in the seal to take out the signals. But they are working on something called predict maintenance and see how the seals are working in different load conditions. But so that's work in process, what they're doing, and see what. But they have a lot of parts are also working on the seals. You have the seal itself, you have environment, you have dirt from inside outside, it can cause leakage, and also the surface on the rods and or the cylinders also can lead to leakage. But we have a very good analyzing system to analyze what the reason can be for leakage, and try to have longer lifetimes on the seals and different materials and so on. So they work on this, but unfortunately, they don't have a little chip in the seals so far. They have some seals with fleece or something that collects leakage from radial shaft seals, and then this fleece part then change colors, and you can read the colors with the sensor, and you can see that leakage is on the way. That's for perhaps big windmills that have this system take out the signal then from this. So it's an interesting topic, how you can predict and see what the lifetime are. But they have some different load factors, and they have some works in process on that on the sealing side.
Yeah. Okay. Marcus Röst, Hiab.
Well, I don't know if I have anything more to contribute, but it's certainly an interesting area to use AI in predictive maintenance. We have worked a little bit in AI regarding image recognition and so on, but not using it in this type of application. So it's certainly interesting to see what you can actually achieve with it. Predictive maintenance as such is obviously a really hot topic everywhere, I guess, not only in Cargotec and Hiab.
No, that's what we have found when we have been talking to different companies and persons. Tack Marcus. Liselott, har du någon kommentar?
Not much compared to the other ones. I'm on the other side here a little bit. I will on the university side, but it's an interesting topic for sure.
Här har vi någon som jag känner igen. Petrus Jönsson. Hej Petrus.
Hey Björn. I agree to what everyone had said, and that AI is very interesting, and we have started at Skogfors to use AI a little bit now, so we are all, of course, very interested in this kind of projects.
And you're thinking it's port to the forest machines?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Jag tänker också lite grann, Kari, du har ju varit med i det här jobbet. Hur har du upplevt det här? Vikten av att ha sånt här projekt. Hur känner du? Kari?
Yes. Well, the question was, what was my impression after I've been participating? Well, I was first about a year ago a little bit surprised that since I've been working with AI in a lot of other industrial sectors, in Volvo Cars and some other industrial companies, ABB and Sandvik and so forth, that I didn't see so much artificial intelligence within the fluid hydraulic industry, and not much published either. But then I was positively shocked, I must say, when we had this interview series at the end of last year, when we interviewed over 50 to 60 participants from for 40 or 50 companies, that everyone was so very into this and wanted to do something and saw the possibilities, which I think was really a good sign, because whether we like this or not, this will affect the industry. That is for sure. I can, as I usually say, that since I've been working with Volvo Cars, they have a academy for 2 years within artificial intelligence where 250 people every year go. So it says a little bit what's happening in the car industry, and it will also happen in rest of the other industries. So I'm very glad to see that the fluid industry, where Sweden is so strong with so many good, fantastic component manufacturers and OEM manufacturers are present, now are taking this up, and I think we will have good opportunities with these projects to capitalize and commercialize new business offers, the way that we have done in the fluid industry with this fantastic historic development of the Swedish fluid industry. So it looks very promising, and I think the initiative by SFMA is very valuable, extremely valuable for capitalizing the opportunities, because they are there for sure, which you also have confirmed in the interviews that we did. So it looks very interesting indeed.
Anyone else who will make a comment? Otherwise, I think...
Martin Helgesson, Parker, Björn.
Ja, varsågod. Förlåt mig.
Ingen fara. So maybe just I can confirm that it's a relevant topic and the right applications for sure. So maybe if you can just clarify a little bit what's expected from us. And I understood that products is one thing and then time is one thing, but is there any estimate of what type of things we can contribute with and how much roughly? I realize it's a complex question, but
it's not a
if
problem.
it's possible to narrow it down a little bit, that would be appreciated. Thanks.
A pre-study is roughly about 500,000 Swedish crowns, which means that you can apply for, and also you have to double that from the participant. And we are going to make hopefully a proposal for the call, and you need, as a company, send me or SFMA or email that you are willing to participate in that, and you are willing to contribute it with not money but materials and time. So we need to have that you are able to contribute to it. So you are not able just to follow the project. You must contribute to the project if you want to be in the project. I hope that is some kind of... Anyone who is interested in this type of these proposals, we have 2 or 3 proposals. You need to tell me or SFMA that you are interested in to join this type of project. And then if you find some companies that are interested, then we will make a meeting and discuss what are the things you could do and could bring into the project. I hope I gave you some answer.
Yeah. So first stage, you more or less need a yes or a no, and then we clarify how much in terms of products and hours we can support with,
and what we should do actually.
Yeah, and I guess we need to somehow arrange as well. So because I guess there's all members on this call, if they want to provide products.
Yeah.
There will be a few conflicts if there's only one prototype or something like that.
Yes, maybe.
if we have, for example, 3 companies wanting to provide the pump or the valves or whatever.
Yeah. And maybe we could split it in 2 or 3. I don't know that. But first of all, we need to know, are you willing to participate in the project? And then we have to take next step. I have a meeting with the people in that companies that want to be involved in this.
And you have a couple of interesting companies today, Björn, is that right? Or
Yes, we have.
So
but I think it's, if you can confirm it with an email, it's more have it in written form.
Yes.
I think that is very, very important.
The presentation you showed will be on the homepage, so you can download it from there.
Yes, both in English, and Swedish. I have made 2 presentations, one in Swedish, one in English. I will put it on the homepage as soon as possible.
And then we get the recording of this meeting as well, so we can share with colleagues.
We have a new homepage, and where you can also looking at webinars and also at presentations. Okay, that is what I had to say today, and hoping for big interest, great interest in this project, the pre-studies, pilot studies. Then I have to thank you all for participate.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hej då,
Bye-bye,
tack för med.
Take care.
Hej då.
Hej då.
Okay.